Welcome to the first CS 1.6 edition of Opening the Playbook. Today I'll be breaking down some of SK Gaming's T-side on Inferno in a match they played against NaVi during ESWC 2011. Off the initial, we see Get Right headed towards apartment with the USP, Robin stays T-side apartment spotting for any window or alt pushes, and everyone else sits at the bottom of T-ramp with the bomb. For the CTs, NaVi's pretty much just doing their typical aggressive hold in apartment, Zeus is spotting mid playing as the quick rotate for both sites, and the other two CTs are playing at B. So the first move made's by Forrest, where he jumps out of T-ramp and crosses past Banana, and he's able to spot Markelov playing at the headshot box. Markelov sees Forrest as well, but he also sees Robin cross over with the bomb, and this actually causes Zeus to start rotating over to B. Forrest tells Robin to nade the boxes since he saw someone there, and immediately following that nade, SK starts to peek Banana all together, they throw flashes and nades through the arches, and they start making a very heavy presence there on Banana. So now that SK is rushing Banana, Edward wants to start to push through halls, because his job now is to try to clear out A and to clarify that it's actually going to be a B take. But unfortunately for Edward, he gets fragged by Get Right, who's posted up for that exact situation to try to get an A pusher who's trying to figure out if it is in fact B. Since Edward gets fragged, Zeus starts to rotate back over to A, so that's what makes it so easy for SK to rush B at this point. Getting a frag in halls forced NaVi to spread their 4 players out in a 2-2 across the map, making it a 4v2 at B. So basically, getting picks and selling fakes are the two best things you can do for yourself to create openings for your team as a terrorist. Okay, so this is the first full gun round for both teams, and SK is pretty much going to be running a default strat off of the initial in most of their gun rounds, but they have 2 variations of the default. I'll take you through both. This is the first variation. Delpin and Forrest sit on T-ramp, just kind of scoping out mid before they go work Banana, and Face, Robin, and Get Right are in alt mid. Markelov is jiggle peeking down Banana since he's alone at B, but Forrest is able to dink him through the wall and actually get the frag as well. Immediately following the frag, Forrest and Robin rush B as a fake. This causes NaVi to rotate 2 guys over to B. Now SK knows that they forced NaVi to make some kind of rotation to B, so Get Right and Delpin execute at mid, where they trade the frag onto Zeus. While that's happening, Face is working out of apartments and he gets the frag on the defender there as well. So this opens up the A-bomb site completely, leaving the only other CT defenders near B. The icing on the cake is that SK continues to chase and they get both of NaVi's guns down. This is huge because one of the guns was an AWP and one of the frags was after the bomb exploded, so this really hurt NaVi's money and they were forced to save next round. This is the second full gun round for both teams, and this is where SK runs their second variation of the default strat we just went over. It's exactly like the first variation off the initial, but this time they actually decide to go B. So exact same setup here from SK, Get Right's boosted into window with Face in apartment, but notice that this time Face doesn't have the bomb and it's actually in the hands of Delpin this time, who's over at B. It's also important to notice that NaVi's defense is a little bit different than how they played in the previous gun round. This time they leave Starix over at B alone with an AWP with a quick rotator on standby near jungle if necessary. Starix spots a few on Banana with his AWP and calls for his rotate, but this one player is the only rotation that will be going to B, since last time SK did this, they forced an over-rotation, and the last thing NaVi wants to do after what happened in the past gun round is to over-rotate when there's no bomb. At this point, Get Right and Face throw smokes and flashes in mid to keep NaVi from rotating. NaVi already had incentive not to rotate because they had been over-rotating in previous rounds, but now they're almost forced not to rotate to B since there was a presence made at A. They kind of have to stay at A because there are flashes and smokes coming in there, they're not sure what's going on, but they know that there's at least one person at A, so they can't just rotate. Now since the strat's actually a B take, Face walks his way back towards B, making it a 4v2 on the site take. All SK really needs to do now is make Starix miss his first AWP shot so they can rush in, which is exactly what Robin's able to do, and they're able to easily take the site and plant the bomb. So again, these strats are designed to be focused much more around making a site take easier before actually trying to take the site. A lot of teams design their strats around throwing very specific flashes and smoking off key areas of a bomb site, but SK shows us that you can force teams to play in certain ways if you're able to effectively sell fakes. Thanks for tuning in to this first edition of Opening the Playbook. Again, my name is Connor, Cake Builder General Corps. Be sure to stay tuned to ESEAnews.com.